Hello friends, so today I have a topic, brain tumor and medical astrology, that how medical astrology is going to forecast about brain tumor in someone's chart, the connection between medical astrology and brain tumor. Here I am sharing one chart with you people of one of my client who is suffering through brain tumor and he's under treatment, and since the doctor has, according to the doctor, he might lose a few of his organs if the operation, like after the surgery, but we are very much sure that nothing is going to happen and he's going to be cured completely. Before we dive into this chart, let me tell you, whenever we discuss about brain tumor, and then we need to find out this kind of problem from the sun, planet sun, and also from the Leo sign. Also we need to see if any affliction of the malefic planets has on the sun and the Leo sign. So let's start one by one. For your, like, if you people want to dive into more detail of this chart, for your benefits I have mentioned the date of birth and time, but not the place. For that place you can use this latitude. So once that person of my client is going to be cured, so after then we'll definitely give the testimony and the birthplace also. Fine. So let's discuss point by point. Before we forecast of the person, that if someone is suffering from any disease, that if we need to find out that if the person is going to be cured or not, then we need to calculate the age of the person. So these are the starting fundamental whenever we follow the rules of medical astrology. So here let's calculate the age of this person first. So for the age we need to see three of the planets. One is Saturn and the Moon and the Gemini fundamentals. Let's start with the Saturn first. As we know, the Saturn is the significator of the 8th house. Now where it is in the chart? Here Saturn is placed in the 5th house. Though it's debilitated in Aries sign, also Saturn makes Markesha for Sagittarius sign, but still it's indicating the long life. Why? Because Saturn is in the 3rd house from its Mool Trikona sign, which is Aquarius. 1, 2 and 3. So the first condition is meeting, that the person would have a long life, he would live long. Now the second is Moon. Now we need to see the positioning of Moon. As here Moon is placed in the Libra sign, and whenever Moon placed in the Libra sign, whenever Moon placed in the movable sign, it indicates a long life. Also here Moon is the lord of the 8th house. We need to see the lord also. So here Moon is in the twinned house from the 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 4th house, Kendras. So the positioning of the Moon is good. So the second indication that that person would have a long life. Now the third point is about the Gemini fundamentals. So according to the Gemini fundamentals, whenever the ascendant and the 8th lord is placed in the movable sign, the person would have a long life. So here Lagna lord is, Lagna means it's a Hindi word. Lagna means ascendant. Ascendant Lagna, like we can like Lagna is in Hindi and ascendant is English. So whenever the ascendant lord, which is Jupiter, like what we see, that Jupiter is placed in the 11th house, which is in the Libra, and the 8th lord is also in the Libra in the movable sign. So as I told you, according to the Gemini fundamental, if Lagna lord and the 8th house is in the movable sign, that person would have a long life. Now the first condition is over. Let's come to the second point. Here also we need to see the ascendant, the strength of the ascendant for calculation of the age. Ascendant is afflicted and the significator. Let's come into the first house. Before I dive, I tell you about the signal like ascendant lord. Let's see the positioning of the sun. Here sun is placed in the first house. As we know that sun is also the significator of the first house, which indicates the personality, brain disorders, and the kind of how the person behave. So sun is already, it's placed in the first house. It's indicating that the person would be suffered with the diseases like migraine, sinus, severe pain, which was confirmed. So here the ascendant is losing its strength. Now ascendant lord is Jupiter, which is in the 11th house. As we know that any benefit planets, if they get placed in the 3rd, 6th and 11th house, they lose their strength. So here Jupiter has starting losing its strength, with like another reasons also, because Jupiter is placed in its enemy's house, because this is Libra and Libra sign, and Libra sign's lord is Venus, and they are enemies. So Jupiter is losing its strength. Another point is Jupiter is placed in the 11th house. Any benefic planet placed in 11th house are not good. Now the third point is, as we have mentioned for your, so that you could remember, S means whenever the S is there, it's significator. It's here. So Jupiter is the significator of the 11th house, and other than Saturn, any planet who are the significator of that particular house, if that planet is placed in that house, then this is not going to give an auspicious result for that house, and that house is going to lose its strength. So here Jupiter is the significator of the 11th house, and it's placed there also. So like all the combination here, Jupiter is losing its strength. Now we need to see the depositor of the Jupiter is placed. Depositor of the Jupiter is Venus. It's placed in the ascendant itself, and also along with Sun, and they both are enemy. So here Venus has also lost its strength. Means the ascendant lord and the depositor both lost their strength. But Jupiter has a little strength, because I have mentioned for your benefit, if we see the Navamsh chart, in the Navamsh chart, Jupiter like it's a Libra ascendant, and Jupiter is placed in the 3rd house in Sagittarius. So there, in fact, like there is no bad affliction on the 3rd house. So Jupiter is gaining a little strength in the Navamsh chart. Also this 3rd house has in AstroKapoor it has 35 points. We'll discuss about the AstroKapoor later on. So let's go to the 3rd point now. Markesh, Mercury and aspects. As we know that in the Sagittarius ascendant, Mercury makes Markesh. It's not a key planet for the Sagittarius ascendant. And also, being the lord of the 7th house and the 10th house, it's making Kendra Adhipatya dosha. and placed in the second house. Also, like it's going to make a very severe markage, which is going to be conclude with planetary position. Saturn is also aspecting, has a 10th aspect on the Mercury. It is a malefic aspect on the Mercury. Also, Mercury is under the influence of Papkatri Yoga. Papkatri Yoga means whenever the planet is inflected, it's in between the malefic planets, then that's called Papkatri Yoga. So here Mercury, in the left side there is a Sun, which is a malefic planet, and in the right side Mars and Rahu is there. So Mars and Rahu both are malefic planets. So it indicates that Mercury is making a very severe markage. Now here we have a question that why not Mercury is giving their diseases. Like Mercury's disease is skin allergy and pancreas. The main organ is pancreas, but pancreas is not going to be affected, because for the pancreas, since Mercury is going to make markage, but we need to see the strength of the 4th and 5th house also, because these are the houses belong to pancreas. So 4th house we have a better strength, and 5th house Saturn is there and it's giving a long life. So there is no chances this person would get suffered with pancreas disorder. So this is clear that Mercury is not going to give its own disease. And also in Mercury period, and the sub period was of Mercury, that was also not giving any kind of disease, because generally whenever the main period is there and main periods like a sub period is there of the main period, then it hardly it doesn't affect on the person, on the native. Now I think we have covered 4th point also, Papkatri. Now we need to see that when like the person is going to be suffered with any kind of disease. So in the Dasha Mahadasha, whenever we see that in sub periods, when any planets belong of sub period is from the 6th, 8th and 12th house, from the main planet the period is going on, then those planets are going to affect the health of the person. So here Ketu is 8th from the Mercury. So it is clear that Ketu is going to this person is going to be suffered by in this Ketu Mahadash, Ketu sub period. So what Ketu can do here? Ketu is placed in the Leo sign. Now please make your focus on the Leo, because I told you that for the brain tumor we need to see the strength of the Sun. As we have already discussed, that Sun has already lost its strength, being the like sitting in the 1st house. And also now we need to see the positioning of the Leo sign. Ketu is placed in the Leo sign, and also Sun is the significator of the 9th house. Sun, like in this house Ketu is placed, it means that Sun has lost its strength, and also Sun has placed in the 1st house. The second point is that again Sun has lost its strength. Now the third point is this 9th house is being afflicted by Mars and Rahu. Mars and Rahu has an aspect on the 9th house, on the Leo sign. Here we see that Mars is placed here in its enemy's house, means Mars is itself inflicted. So it's afflicted. So and also if we see that as we know that Mars is the significator of the third house and it's placed in the third house itself, again it's losing its strength. So finally the Leo sign has a aspect of inimical planets and it's badly afflicted. Also we need to see that if there are any auspicious aspects on the Leo sign in the ninth house. No, we have no auspicious aspects on the Leo sign, so this house is badly afflicted. We have covered this point also and this point. Now the seventh point is Leo sign and Leo zodiac afflicted. We have covered this and this we need to cover. Fifth house is the house of Sun also. Sun is, this is the zodiac's fifth, like in the fifth house in the zodiac, this is the house of the Sun. So we need to see the strength from the fifth house also. As we know that Sun is debilitated in the fifth house, means this house is a little afflicted, though Saturn is giving the long life, but the house is afflicted, means Sun is has been losing its power continuously. So this has been finalized that Sun is going to give a disease, but of where, like which part of the body. Also like we can we can conclude the disease from the 11th house or from the 3rd house. Now we need to finalize that which of the house. In the 11th house, in the AstroKapoor, it has 35 points, and in the 3rd house, in the AstroKapoor, it has 28 points. So we will skip this part, that this, like, no disease is going to be there from the 11th house. Now 3rd house, we need to focus on the 3rd house. 3rd house belong to ears, right shoulder, right arms, and like there are more organs also. But here we can take here the right ear. Why? Because Sun has been afflicted. This is going to make a kind of disease in the brain, and ear is also the part of the brain. So this person is having a brain tumor which is called astrocytoma, and also the micropart is insula, which normally affect the person from the right side, like the upper a little upper portion of the ear and the right ear. So this native was diagnosed with the insula. So this is the way we diagnose the problem of the native in the medical astrology. And now what are the solutions, and like what kind of solution we can give? If I tell you the case of this person, then I need to mention that according to the doctor, during the surgery, this person might lose his right eye, loss of memory, and the functioning of the right hand. But we have assured that nothing is going to be happen, like nothing's going to happen, and this person is going to be cured completely. He would get a 100% cure only if he would follow the two type of things. The first part I am going to cover with the planetary remedies, and the second part with the muhurta. Let's come with the first part. Here we need to strengthen his Jupiter, the ascendant lord, which is badly afflicted. And the second part is the Sun, because Sun is the sun signifies brain disorders, and the third house, planets placed in the third house, which is Mars and Rahu. So we need to follow the solution for Mars and Rahu also, the Vedic solution. So and this is the first part of the remedy, and the second part about the Muhurta. During the surgery, if we follow the proper Muhurta timing, proper auspicious timing, like Muhurta means the proper auspicious timing. So during the surgery we need to find out the auspicious timing from the moon, nakshatra. So if the auspicious timing is there for the surgery, and this first part of the solutions are going to be, then this person is going to be cured completely. So friends, these are our finding and the solution we have given to the native, and he has started following this solution, and 100% he is going to be cured soon. So once he would get cured, we would come with another video with the testimonial. So till then, thank you very much, and Jai Hind.